Okay, Terry Reagin showing me about the weed eater today is March 29th, 2022. Thank you.
Okay, this is about how long you want your wire to be out. Right here. You see how I'm pulling it straight?
Yeah.
And here's the cutting edge right here. So that tells you about how long it wants to be. You don't want it to be. You don't want it to be any longer than that, okay?
Cutting edge, okay.
This right here is the cutting edge.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how you want it. So when it turns around, it spins around. Now, to advance it, okay, if this wire starts to get short, what you do is you push on this and you pull on the wire and listen to it click. Hear it click?
Yeah.
You see, now look at how long the line is. You see?
Oh.
See, now it's longer than the cutting. Now when we fire it up, that cutting edge is going to cut that and trim that back. But that's about how long you want to keep it, about as long as that right there. And all you have to do is when it's running is tap this on the ground. And when you tap it on the ground, it may take one or two taps. You tap this on the ground and it should advance the string. And you'll know it's advancing it because it'll always be nice and pretty green right here.
Oh.
And that's how you'll know it's advancing. Now when you run out of string, it won't work anymore. You'll have to put new string in it. Take it, unscrew it like I showed you, and I'll show you again later.
Yeah.
When it comes time to do that, you call me and I'll come show you how to do it.
Okay.
You just add more string. You got a lot of string in here. It should last a long time.
Good.
Okay. And so when you're cutting grass, it'll last for a long time. When you're cutting against a concrete or against block or rock, sharp edges, then it's gonna cut the string.
Yeah.
And then you'll have to advance it more. So when you're out just trimming the grass, it's gonna last a while. But when you get up here like trimming around these blocks and stuff, it's gonna wear out a little quicker. That's normal.
Oh.
Okay. See how I trimmed right up against the block and stuff? That way you can use the block and not have, you need to get that grass out, you know, cut that grass like I did here, because you don't want it getting wet and you'll slip, you know.
God forbid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to use this thing to grind along, you know, around the edges and get the grass done, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and
but like I said, when you're cutting the grass, it's going to last a long time. When you're cutting against sharp edges, it's not going to last as long. But all you do, you just push on this. Either you can do it like you're doing right now, just with it off. Just push on it and pull the string out, okay? If it gets too short, you'll have to do that because the centrifugal force won't advance the string. That's like the other day when you called me and you told me, you said just a little bit of string was out. It wasn't enough to make it come out. Okay, so now it is. If you routinely, if you get in a routine of tapping on the ground, it'll advance the string, okay? But if you run for a while and forget and it gets down short like that, then you're going to shut it off, push this thing, pull in the string and advance it out 2 or 3 times until it's about as long as it's right here.
Yeah, because I was tapping it the other day and nothing was happening. Okay.
Because the string wasn't out far enough.
Ah,
yeah.
Okay, well thank you, Terry.
If the string, you know, if you stay on top of it, it'll work. But if you don't and it gets too short, you shut it off, push it by hand and pull it out by hand. It'll click each time. Each time you push it in and pull and then let go of it, it'll click. It'll lock in.
Why, thank you.
So, all right. And I'm going to start it up and trim this thing down again. You'll see. It'll work again.
Oh, and when storing this, I'm supposed to have this.
It don't matter. You can't hurt this thing. You put it however you want.
You already showed me, but yeah. You pulled it one time.
Choke it.
And you covered the hole.
And no, I just choked it, yeah. And then half choke and you'll start. It trimmed that wire down. You can see where it's cutting. See it? See where it's cutting? See how it trimmed that wire down?
Oh, and it didn't give out, did it?
Yeah, it's about out of gas.
Oh.
You gotta fill it up with gas. fill out pretty good. You see it?
Oh yeah, that'll help. That upper
Yeah,
yard
okay.
is going to look beautiful.
Oh, you see it right there? That's how you can tell how long the string is. You see where it's cutting, you see the head.
Now, I might have to hold it. Oh yeah. Okay, and it should. Oh look, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, that's how you can tell how long your string is. Now,
Yeah.
right now your string is probably okay, but if let's say your string's like that, and you start getting up a little, you have to get a little too close to stuff. Then just smack it on the ground a couple times, and it'll come out. And that way you don't have to get so close on stuff. You'll know as you use it.
Oh,
you know?
I know what. I'm glad I.
What?
Can I? Does it? You have to have it on to smack it on the ground, or can you?
Yeah. But you can do it by hand without doing it. You just hold it right here, just push it by hand, and pull on the string. And when you pull, let go, and hear it click. Watch how it does. I push it in, and then I start to pull a little bit, and then see it click. Now, see there? See it advance? Watch it advance. I push it in, I pull the string out a little bit, and then let go. See how it's pretty green now?
Yeah.
That's how much has come out. And I can do it a little bit more. Push it in and pull on the string, and it'll rotate. It gets a little cantankerous sometimes. But you can see how pretty green it is.
Oh yeah.
And you can see we're almost to the cutting edge. That's how you may have to loosen it up a little bit.
Lefty loosey, righty tighty, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There you go. Now we're pretty much maxed out now.
Oh.
Make sure this stays tight. But you see how it's green, how pretty green there?
Yeah.
That's how we advance. You could do it by hand. It should do it when it's running.
Yeah.
So, but if it doesn't do it when it's running, do it by hand.
Oh well, thank you, Terry.
And we'll get you some gas mixed. And it's kind of acting up right now because you need gas.
Okay, well I'm
Just
going to
low
cut
on
this
gas.
off now.
Okay.
Yeah.